Hey everybody, how's it going today? Robin here with AriesFireTarot. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to your daily tarot card reading for Wednesday, December 30th. The deck I use on Wednesdays, or for Wednesdays, because I post these a day ahead, is the Tattoo Tarot Ink and Intuition deck. So guys, it is pajama week once again, in case you weren't here for Monday or Tuesday. Anyway, I'm quite comfortable, and I hope you are too, and I hope you guys have your cup of tea ready. I've got mine over here. So I'm going to use this Hump Day Tarot card spread. I don't know if it was called Hump Day Tarot card spread when I found it, but that's what I called it, and I like to use it on Wednesdays, for Wednesdays, because it's just a little bit of a check-in. You know, just to see how you're doing, and to be consciously aware of yourself instead of being on autopilot like we can be, you know, and I do it too. You know, it's like, oh, I have to do this and now I have to do that, and you know, woo. So anyway, what part of yourself have you been holding back? And I'm just being guided to do a quick little deck cut, clear the deck, and then do a deck cut. Oh. I got really sad when I saw this card. The Eight of Cups. This is like forgetting about your sense of adventure and wanting to move on. I'm seeing like goals being left behind for some reason. Because maybe there's just a certain sense of satisfaction where you are right now, but I feel like a light has dimmed for a lot of you, and just, you know, maybe settling for where you are. And I say these things with mad love, you guys, you know, because I can see really intense emotion in people. Like, they don't have to speak it to me. If you were a friend of mine, you would never have to tell me if you were sad, upset, angry. I would know immediately. So this is why I read tarot cards, and this is what I'm seeing for the collective energy, is that there's some sort of, well, I'll just keep on going. Okay? So it's like that big, bold, blazing dream got smaller at some point. And I feel like there is a melancholy, there is a sadness, there is a sense of regret in many of you. And that maybe you're not speaking that. Maybe you're not speaking it to yourself. You know what I mean? So that can be very, it's tough. It's hump day. What assumptions or social norm is getting in the way? So I've got the 10 of coins. So sometimes, I mean, we all have to do things for money, but sometimes that can be the blind spot, you know? Like, how much money do you really need? Have you guys ever seen that movie Up in the Air with George Clooney? And his job is that he's firing people. And there was this one particular scene where he was talking to this gentleman. I forget his name. Well, it's a movie, so you can check it out. So there's an exchange, and George Clooney says, I see that you were a chef. And why didn't you pursue that? And how much did they have to pay you to give up your dreams? And this is kind of what I'm seeing here. You know, and this could be the 10 of coins. It could be like money, or it could be any other offer. But it sort of left the dream that you had for yourself. It kind of put that in a little bit of a shadow. And sometimes that resurfaces. And that could particularly be coming up right now because, you know, we're coming into a new year, and oh, please don't bother making New Year's resolutions. I think they're just, I got a nasty word in my head. You know, I just think they're such a waste of time. And then people actually beat themselves up for not, oh, I didn't lose 20 pounds and I didn't do this and, you know, whatever, you know. So be very careful about stuff like that, because you're just creating another list of dreams that you might not ever tackle. So that could be very challenging. And I'm just going to write that down because I thought that was brilliant. Man, I should start a bumper sticker company or whatever. So, you know, there's a little bit of a sellout here to do something that maybe you didn't want to do, but somebody else wanted you to do it, or the price tag was higher for you. Maybe it involved, you know, a little bit more money, you know. And again, I'm not saying this with any judgment. I'm saying this because I see you clearly. And what new attitude will propel you bravely forward? You know, you might need that. So you've got the Seven of Wands here. So there's something very important to remember, you guys, when you might start looking at dreams that might have washed away, or somebody might be giving you a hard time because you took a higher paying job, because you had a family to support, you had yourself to support, you know, or you made some sort of decision that actually had nothing to do with money, but it was putting you on a path that you needed to be on, and maybe it was not a decision that other people agreed with, which is why you don't have to tell everybody what you're doing with your life. But there's something very important to remember, is that you did the best that you could in the moment with the knowledge and the tool set that you had available at that time. So, I mean, hindsight is always 20/20. You know, you can be like, however many years later, it's, oh, I really should have done that. Well, that's obvious, you know. Quarter of a century later, you know, when you're looking at decisions and you might be giving yourself a soft kick, it's easy to see that, you know. But when you're faced with a really sort of confrontational situation, like, does my family starve or do I follow my dream? You know, really. So you did the best that you could then. So start sticking up for yourselves a little bit with the Seven of Wands. You know, you need to protect yourself from yourself sometimes as much as you need to protect yourself from other people. So keep that in mind. And maybe there's somebody coming in and giving you a hard time about the decisions that you made. And really try to limit that too, you guys. Just say, you know, are we done? You've probably heard it a million times already, and somebody wants to come in and sing you a song of how you messed everything up. You know, I'm seeing a spouse for some of you, so they've got something going on for themselves too. Like, they're really upset with something on their own side, somebody close to you. And instead of looking at themselves, they're going to come in and sort of put it all on you, right? And then now there's two of you feeling like garbage. So be very mindful when people come in and they start to project. It's probably got very little to do about you and everything to do about them. So when somebody comes in and they're kind of freaking out on me, I always ask, hey, are you okay? And then that will usually just, everything will fall apart and they might start crying, and you'll get to the root of the problem. And then you can deal with your own indecisions and your own sort of wistful memories with that Eight of Cups. Whoops. So what can you, how can you express yourself more fully? I got the Strength card here for you guys, and I just saw angel numbers 911. Okay, so it's a very important number. And I know it can have a very negative connotation because of the events that happen in New York. Try to separate yourself from that and understand that it is an angel number. Okay, so how can you express yourself more fully? Sometimes you need to just battle with your demons. This is the Strength card, and this is a very unusual Strength card. You know, sometimes you just have to be very firm with yourself. I will give you 3 minutes to think about that perceived failure, and then we're moving on. Or I'm never going to think about this again. I need you to leave me alone. I did the best that I could in the moment with the knowledge and the skills that I had at the time. And now here we are. So, you know, really provide yourself with strength instead of weakness. And really defend what you did for yourself in a time when maybe you didn't have the knowledge and the strength that you do at this time. And if somebody comes in and they're freaking out about something that you did, it's not you, it's them. So have compassion for that person. All right, guys, I'm going to peace it out here, and love and light, many blessings. Take care.